Hello YouTube, my name is Nero. Today we have some more Simpsons Hit and Run. Welcome back to the playthrough. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 5 is now upon us. We are just outside of Springfield Googleplex Theaters where they are now showing Space Mutants 31. Which reminds me a bit, honestly, as we're doing a backflip there. Does Bart do more cool stuff when he's in his ninja outfit? I wonder. But that reminds me a bit of the Friday the 13th series where they just kept making more and more and more movies. I mean, what great movie franchise didn't eventually get taken to space? Or at least what great movie franchise from like the 70s and 80s did not eventually have a space movie? Jason X, like what? Whose idea was that? But we're here to talk to comic book guy who I believe is going to give us this car over here because I remember it. It was called either the Gremlin or the Kremlin or something like that. It's basically comic book guy's car. And so our objective is to talk to him. Let's go ahead and do so.
Hey, Jabba the Fat, do you know where I can get a copy of Bone Storm 2?
Yes, I have no time to converse with you. I must be the first to register my disgust on the internet regarding the new McBain film. The action was dismal, and the nudity was frustratingly fleeting. I barely got going.
Quick, to the Fatmobile!
Yes, I suppose, but must we call it that?
Vox Nerdula raced the nerd to the Java server. Oh, because he needs to get his angry review of the movie. It makes sense. He's leaving Googleplex because he just watched the movie. Now he needs to get home. You see, this game is perfect canon. Everything in this game is 110% canon. It all just makes sense. It all flows together absolutely perfectly. Official fanboy business. Comic book guys are pretty cool. So I guess the story behind him is Matt Groening. Is it Matt Groening or Groening? I think it's Groening. I'm not sure, though. When he made this character, he made him off a stereotype of what he believes most people think that he is like. What he thinks most people think nerds are actually like. Like your stereotypical fat nerd, mother's basement, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go here. This is taking me to, like, a new part. Grand opening. Yeah.
I'm happy to report that your quest for Bone Storm 2 is quite futile. Professor Frink posted a message on my news group, alt.furryanimals.fanfiction.net, that he has bought up all the remaining video games.
Oh.
I'll thank you not to moan in my mid-sized vehicle.
Well, we're not in the vehicle anymore. Alt.furryanimals.fanfiction.net, huh? Now, I don't know the culture, folks. I'm not in the culture, not part of the fandom. Are we looking at the world's first furry? Were furries a thing way back when? This game came out in 2003. Keep in mind. Let's get a zoom in here. Oh, we can't get a zoom in without him turning around to acknowledge my character. Is Comic Book Guy the first furry? Or was that a thing previously? I bet you it was a thing previously, but still. I think it's kind of interesting that he and Professor Frink are both posting, hey, here's a Springfield hospital. Doctors carry less than $15 cash. That's incredible. Actually, looks like that's not Old Gil. Is that Homer? Homer would be up here because he would be wanting to sell Mr. Plow or do a mission for Mr. Plow, I would imagine. Why am I not sprinting? I'm sorry, guys. I forget that you can sprint. I forget that you can sprint.
I need your truck, Homer.
Why should I give you that?
Because I love you.
Pay up, sucker.
You're charging your own son?
Yeah, I guess I am.
Yeah, I guess 200. All right, so that's where we buy the Mr. Plow. It's about here by the hospital. At least I know now, though. You know, we haven't really done this yet. Let's just take a random person's car. You see, random person's driving. Bart's in the passenger. I don't think this car was designed for Bart in mind, because how do I look behind? Look how Bart is like, I'm like sunken into the seat almost. But let's continue on with some story missions here, and then we're going to do some more things around the way, like races, and I imagine we actually have to do the races. This car is actually surprisingly fast. Springfield State. Wait a minute. Professor Frink, Springfield Stadium. I remember this mission. We got parallel park here. I used more than my legally allowed 3 turns, but whatever. I remember this mission. And I think it's going to be way harder than I want it to be. Now, let's break this really quickly. We got to get our coins here because we can't afford the Mr. Plow or the other vehicles. What was it? The limo and the fire truck are being sold by Old Gil. And so I can't afford any of those. So I would like to be able to get some of them. Mr. Plow especially, because that's a really cool vehicle. Does Homer drive it? Does he drive it in the Mr. Plow? Pregnancy, the Krusty brand pregnancy test. That was when they were doing a gag. That Krusty basically made merchandise for absolutely everything. There's like Krusty brand And you can see through. There's a crack in the wall here. Breaking my immersion here. Breaking my immersion. But Krusty does. He basically like marketed everything. There's even Krusty brand pregnancy tests and everything else.
I gotta play Bone Storm 2. Give me one.
No can do, my pointy-headed friend. I need the power of video game violence to run my latest invention / monster. If you find me a World War II communication radio and a satellite, then my creation will live and we can play with it and enjoy the frolicking.
Oh, cool. Real violence is way better than TV violence. It's like a level boss come to life. Now, who would have a World War II radio? That guy that sells all those grenades to Nelson might. I better check.
Nelson, I better check. All right, so Herman, of course, for Herman's Military Antiques. We need to go there to find a World War II radio for Professor Frink.
Got it.
I think, and I could be wrong here. Oh, no. No, Fairy, you can't start when I'm not in my car. Come on, I was going to say, come on, random guy, but instead we're just going to hop in my own car because I think we're going to fail the mission. I think... On. He's this way. We almost failed the mission right there just because it starts immediately, but he goes... I mean, they don't know they're being... Wait a minute. Why am I following the Black Pizza delivery van if I just need to go to Herman's Military Antiques? I'm not even going to take the jump just in case. I'm just going to follow this guy around. Why do I need to follow this guy to Herman's? Is this like just a random mission? They're like, well, we got to make it a mission somehow besides just drive here. So let's make them follow a van there or something. I don't know. Seems kind of shoehorned, doesn't it? A little ham-fisted. But I'm okay with it. It makes the drive over here more interesting than it would have been otherwise. Am I right? I think I could be taking shortcuts technically, but I don't know the exact way there. So I'm following this guy basically. I could be using one of the other vehicles I got, but the part one was right there. I had to pick the first one that popped up, otherwise we would have failed the mission immediately, which I'm not down for. Have I failed the mission yet? I can't remember if I have or not. There's the DMV, and here we are. See, I don't know why I had to follow him there. Oh wait, that's Snake's car. I mean, that's Snake in general. Wait. Go on, Snake. Oh, why am I not sprinting to you? Hey, hey. It won't let me jump onto it. Hey, hey, hey. How's it going? Why are you running into Black Van Pizza delivery guy? So, by the way, it's not allowing me to press Y to, like, get inside of his vehicle. I just want to see, because it's obviously moving me around. So there's, like, no real physics in this game. It's not going to make me fall off. So now we're just... We're going where Snake's going. Okay, the camera, by the way, this is not me. Okay, if I pull back on the camera, we can see the camera was automatically adjusting itself. Good job, Snake. The AI in this game is par excellent. Where is he going? What are you doing? Why aren't you staying in one lane? You can't just drive in the middle of the road, Snake. This is why you keep going to jail. And if I try and zoom in the camera, okay. Let's, well, at this point, I don't want to jump off because I'm so far away that I'd have to drive back. We're just going to kind of see where he's going here. Keep in mind, I can walk around here. If I jump, that would be bad because the car would go and I wouldn't. So I would lose him if I jump in the air. Wow, this camera. I basically need to pull back on the right stick the entire time. Otherwise, it randomly likes to zoom you in and such. I love the fact that they just have Snake aimlessly driving around. Usually, like, main characters are, like, just walking along. Maybe on the sidewalks and stuff like that, not really doing anything. But for some reason, Snake is just driving around here. Apparently all the time, if I had to guess. It would be cool if there was like an Easter egg where if you hop in his car like this and you follow him, if he like, I don't know, took you some secret place or something. But I think he just drives around and hangs out. I'm going to jump out now. And just drives around. And you can hop on top of the car and drive around with him if you want to. Let's grab... Grandpa.
Attention cars. 10-year-old
I like this one.
hitchhiker needs a ride.
10-year-old hitchhiker.
Turn out to be another one of them man-seeking man calls.
Man-seeking man calls? All right, so now we need to head back. Unfortunately, it was a minor waste of time, but at the same time, it was pretty freaking cool. That what we were able to experience right there. I just thought it was interesting that Snake just happened to be right there. And like, so Snake, oh, I thought we could turn off right there. Like, so Snake, what are you doing here exactly? What's going on? Oh, now it reset my... Wait, why is there... Look at the map. It says there's a vehicle on the map. Look, that I need to be following or something like that? I don't know how to get there exactly. I'm just driving around until I eventually get on, like, like a normal road somewhere. That's all I'm trying to do. I get so lost in this area. Is there not? Does the Matlock Express? I could have sworn there's like a big nosedive section of the expressway here. I could be wrong. All right, but at least I know now. Hey, now we're back at Herman's. There we go. I didn't know we were actually gonna be this close. So here's Herman's. Why do we need to talk to the cop? I'm so confused. Oh, it's a side mission. That's a side mission. Or is it? No, it looks like the actual mission. Can we go inside Herman's? I guess not.
Hey, Springfield's lamest. What's the deal?
Didn't you hear? Herman's been robbed. Hey, you don't know who did it, do you? Because if you did, boy, that would be great.
Oh, no. Now where am I gonna get a radio?
These fresh skid marks leading away from the scene of the crime could be a clue. But who's to say, really?
It was freaking Snake, and I was in his car the whole time! So I guess it makes sense why Snake was right there. Can ya tell it's been 10 years since I played this? Hellfish Forever. I love that. That was a great episode. It really was. The flying hellfish. That was a really good episode of The Simpsons. Mainly because they had to deal with World War II and such. Am I about to raise Snake for him? I think we are. Wait, no, I don't want to get inside the car. I want to talk to Snake. They're all bound to the same button. All right. All right.
Hey, Snake, what's up?
Do I know you, little dude?
I need that radio you borrowed.
No way, little dude. This radio is going to help me score beaucoup de chicks.
Last time I checked, chicks like fast cars, not vintage electronics. Why don't we race for the radio?
Oh, I totally agree to your proposal.
Oh, they give me a random car, though? All right. Racing to the stadium. This is like a great way of them. Wow, his car is much faster than mine. Which is maybe why they intentionally gave me this random black sedan as compared to, you know, what car I was driving. Because they want him to be a little bit faster. I don't know. But it's also a great way to actually take you random places. Like, we're about to be heading Springfield versus Shelby to the stadium. That was that. For some reason I had theater in my head, but I knew theater wasn't right. Now, let's see if I can... I'm keeping up with him, but, like, can I drive him into the wall? I say, oh, wow, the turning on this thing is not exactly very quick. Not quick whatsoever. And past you I go. Oh, no. You can't go too fast in this car, though, because you have no handling. I was really hoping I wasn't about to get T-boned into that. That would have been really frustrating.
Aw, loser. Don't have a
There we
car
go. Uh-oh. I haven't done this jump yet.
Come on.
Wow, we had no speed at all. None. But we still win. And then there's the radio. Easy enough.
Now to find a satellite dish. Who has those anymore? I know! White trash!
White trash have satellites. I had satellite way back when. It was called Primestar, which I googled. Apparently Primestar got bought out by DirecTV way back in the day. But in the 90s, when I was a young whippersnapper, we had Primestar satellite television because we did not have there was no cable where I lived because we're too far like out of town. So that's the thing. So now we're heading to... Why would Krusty Burger... So he said white trash would have it. So we need to go to Krusty Burger. What's interesting is, like, they send you to... Like, you get an idea of, like, what you need to do and where you need to go. But then they're like, okay, so we need to talk to White Trash. Quick, get to Krusty Burger. So instinctively you think, like, okay, so Krusty Burger has a satellite there? No, we're going to meet White Trash at the Krusty Burger. There he is. There's Cletus. Which Cletus is White Trash, I guess. Which I could be driving. How weird would it have been if I was driving? How would the game work if I called a cab or whatever and got Cletus' truck and drove to meet Cletus in Cletus' truck? Well, now I gotta test it. Now I've gotta test it. This is for science, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, how far away can a telephone booth really be? All right, Grandpa, let's go find some booth. Oh, there's one right there. Hey, come on, Dave. We call sandwiches Flat Freddy's. All right.
Wouldn't be too much trouble
Here's the
if I
pickup.
really needed it.
They thought ahead. They thought ahead. So we need to go talk to Cletus, and you take Cletus' truck. Cletus is no longer in the truck, and you're actually driving it. That's an interesting interaction, wouldn't you say? I like it. You would dive into the vehicle instead of away from it. Just saying.
Hey there, Mr. Slackjawed Yokel.
That be I.
Can I borrow your satellite dish?
Sure, if you help me scoop up my flat meat, sophisticated city youngster. Those darn revenuers don't like me selling roadkill.
So collect the flat meat before time runs out. If I remember, this mission's hard. Why do I remember? Like, I'll have these missions pop up in my head, and I think, what's that say in the sign? Try our gelatinized gum-based beverages. So I just recently watched an episode of The Simpsons, and this was a really cool episode. Maybe someone, I mean, you can probably Google it to figure out the quote or something like that, but someone may remember it or have seen it as well. So the Springfield police they're sitting inside Krusty Burger, and they're like, so Chief, I went to a McDonald's. And he's like, McDonald's? What's that? And he's like, oh, it's kind of like a Krusty Burger, but they have different names for stuff. Like, and so basically they revealed through that a Krusty Burger is basically a McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese. And they're like, do they have Krusty gelatinized gum-based beverages? And they're like, yeah, but they call them shakes. They're like, a shake? How do you even know what you're getting? But yeah, it's like through that episode, they basically revealed, and this may have been marketing on the part of McDonald's. I've always wondered, like, why television shows don't do this. Like, if I were an animated show like The Simpsons, I would sell, like, rights to my show a bit to, like, Coca-Cola or something like that, and I would have my characters drinking Coca-Cola. Because if The Simpsons drink Coca-Cola, I can say, and that mission was not hard at all, why did I think it was? If The Simpsons are drinking Coca-Cola, that is going to make impressionable me also want to get Coca-Cola, especially in my younger years. Because like I said, like, when they revealed in that episode that, like, a Krusty Burger is basically the same as a McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese, you best believe next time I went to McDonald's, I got me a quarter pounder with cheese. I'm like, it's a Krusty Burger, you know? So it'd be neat if they were to do more stuff like that. There's a popular theory that Buzz Cola is pretty much just Pepsi. With a lot of the advertising they do, it's similar. Where am I going? It's similar to Pepsi Cola. There's like Crystal Buzz Cola, which is like Crystal Pepsi. You know, kind of similar, but obviously different. The real Buzz Cola that they made in real life, I'm almost positive, was made by the people that make RC Cola, I think. RC Cola is not bad, by the way. It's like a generic Pepsi. Well, I don't think RC Cola is technically generic, but it's like an off Pepsi. Get away from Apu. Oh, Apu. So I just need to get away from him. I remember Apu actually having a really cool car that you can drive around. No one can sell rotten meat in this town but me. That was another great episode. About this series is so easy to make. Because, like, when you're a Let's Player, at times there's, like, you know, you're playing... Uh-oh. I don't want to hit and run. There's times when you're playing a game or whatever, and you're like, wow, there's just nothing going on here. Like, what? Like, there's nothing to talk about. You're worried your fans are going to find the video boring or whatever. This game, literally, every time I say anything, it's like, do you guys remember the episode where Homer got food poisoning twice from Apu? And, what was it? Did he get him fired from the Quickie Mart, I think it was? And he had to live with the Simpsons for a bit, and they went to India to meet, like, the head leader of the Quickie Mart, and good episode. I liked it. Not many episodes I don't like, to be honest, but this is actually hard. I keep getting close to getting away from him, but then we end up, like, bumping into something. Alright, so we're going to juke him out here, I think. Go back the way we came. Best way... We're going to be getting a hit and run, aren't we? Oh, wow, mission failed. Look for Krusty Glass to find shortcuts. I honestly, the entire time, I was just looking at the map, and I was looking at the bar that was showing, like, how close he was relative to me. And, yeah, maybe this was the mission I remember having trouble with because of that. I think it was probably that. I couldn't get away from Apu, and therefore I had to do this mission over and over. That's why, like, when a mission like this burns in my head, I just assume it was a tough mission, because why else would it really stick in my head that well, you know? So, we need to find, like, a jump somewhere. Do you guys notice there is... I wrecked because... I'm not that bad at driving. I was looking up in the sky. Did you guys see that there's actually a card way up there in the sky on top of that building? I don't even know how you get there. I assume there's a big jump somewhere.
I just know I'm gonna be blamed for this.
Alright. There's 7. I didn't even check. Does the time reset once we actually get all of our roadkill here? I don't know. Man, the handling on this thing is not exactly swell. I should be using this time, honestly, to look around for big jumps or shortcuts and stuff like that. I think we'll figure it out, though. I just need to really focus on getting away from them, because we got close, like, several times. All right, so now we have 1:20. Apu's going to come out of nowhere. I'm driving... Wait, no, we need to go back to the Krusty Burger, and then Apu's going to come out of nowhere. Okay. All right, so if I'm driving this way... Yep, at least I kind of got out of my way instead of smashing into me. I'm a big fan of that. So, try to avoid this area. It doesn't look like the shortcuts are very plentiful. There's a couple of glass shortcuts, but they're not really good. I want a big jump. Those are the best ones. Especially one that, like, takes you to, like, a previously inaccessible area. Like, if you get on the Matlock Expressway, which I'd love they named it after Matlock, because that's what the old people wanted them to name it. If you, like, jump across and get on the... Gosh, stop hitting me! If you jump across, it just takes you to a whole new area. It's fantastic. Move out of the way, please. Goodness gracious, people. It seems like sometimes cars do everything they can to get in your way. All right, so we're going to fix our car. Assuming, of course... Okay, so I would not even be able to grab that. Whatever. We're going to go this way. We're going to loop around, and then we're going to hit that big jump. We're going to loop around, hit the big jump, and things are going to be A-okay. All right. Going around. Can I do a full loop? I can cut through this way. Fix our vehicle in the process. And hopefully gain as much speed as we need. Look at him. We're losing him very quickly. We're losing him very, very quickly as a result of that park. Now he's basically on our tail. Now we're going in the air. Now we're a ways away. He doesn't hit the same jump we do, I don't think. Did he hit the jump? There we go. See, the fact that it wasn't, like, immediately fixed made me think, like, he hit the jump. Oh, now we can get back to Krusty Burger. You see that card, though? Let's look up. Right up there? I'm not sure how you get up there, but, maybe I'll figure it out sometime. I'm not too keen on, honestly, like, trying to grab all the different cards and stuff like that, but...
Mine. All mine.
All right. Now we head back to Krusty Burger, and I don't know. We should end off the episode there, or maybe keep going for a bit.
Krusty Burgers are made of roadkill? That explains the tire tracks.
Take this satellite dish as a reward. She gets 14 channels, including the Outhouse channel. Man, I love watching that.
Thanks, inbred hillbilly.
Torrent nothing.
Twarn't nothing. So what do you think they show on the Outhouse channel?
And sound.
I'm picturing all scat play. Now we need to actually go over to the stadium. Well, there's actually a race we could do right here. Let's do the race, and then I think we'll end off the episode after doing the race here, because I think I'm not sure. Oh, I have enough. All right, I have an idea here. So we're gonna take we'll take the Electoris. I haven't spent enough time on the Electoris really. We're gonna take the Electoris to the hospital, which is not far from here, I don't think. We're gonna buy Mr. Plow, and then we'll do a race or two in Mr. Plow. That's what I want to do. This car just handles so well, though. Goodness. Wait, you just hit me, bud. I'm gonna blame every hit on them and not myself. How about that? And here it is, the Springfield Hospital. Would you guys believe? I know there was a jump cut in the video there. I drove all around Springfield, did a full circle before I came back and realized I made a wrong turn and brought me here. I am so bad. I need to just take time, like, off camera and just drive around this area just to learn it better, you know? And we already heard him talk, so we're going to go ahead and just buy Mr. Plow. Oh, I didn't even look at the stats, but whatever. I assume it's going to be slower than a vehicle, but it's Mr. Plow. You have to drive Mr. Plow. It appears Homer's not actually going to be driving it. It's going to be all mine. Very happy about having Mr. Plow, though. Because, 1, it's tougher than your average car. 2, the speed doesn't seem so bad. 3, handling, even though I just got ran into, is much better than that of the Plow King. Not to be confused with Mr. Plow. Let's go ahead and talk to Ralph here and do ourselves a race.
Hi, Mr. Lisa. If you win, the man ladies will give you a car.
Bring it.
Just for winning I get a car, or do I have to do all 3 of them? This is race number 3, so it's probably for doing all 3 we get another car. Pass all checkpoints and cross your finish line first. Don't destroy your vehicle. All right, fair enough.
5, 4.
Oh, that's Lisa's car when we play as her. It's like her car is basically like a life-sized version of Malibu Stacy's car, I think, is how it's designed. Wow, I am really far behind. I mean, I'm not taking the inside turn here. I need to be on the inside track if I want to go fast. But man, she is really far ahead. But then again, when do I lose races? This is just building suspense. That's all it is. Then again, this isn't one of those lapped races. This is one and done kind of a race. So I need to start taking some inside turns here. Take turns a little bit smoother. Maybe Mr. Plow wasn't the best vehicle for this. This is no fair. She's way faster than me. This is no fair at all. She's driving a life-size doll car, for crying out loud. This isn't good. I'm also I'm trying my best here. I'm trying my best here. There we go. Don't hit the wall. There we go. Just try not to. I'm trying to take the turn tight, but without letting up on the gas, which is hard. We're gonna have to hit the gas here a bit, and we failed. Gosh. I guess I should have let that play out there. It was Selma or Patty. I have trouble telling the difference. It was one of those two, actually, giving us some dialogue that we probably haven't heard before. But all right, so let's stick to the complete inside this time. At least it's good to know I can actually fail a race now, though, you know, because gosh, look how fast she is. Even though I'm on the inside, she is so far ahead. We may just need a different car. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. You just gotta smash into her a little bit, all. She better not hit me in retaliation. You better not hit me in retaliation. Just take up the entire road. Don't let her in front of you. Nope, better not spin me out. All right, that was GTA Online. I'd be spun out, and I've been so annoyed. All right, so we got a decent lead. I think she ran. Look where she is on the map. She ran into somebody, I think. Gosh, man, those really sharp turns are a pain. Now, I know I can kind of like do like a drift almost if I hold down B while driving, but I don't want to test it right now. So I'm worried I'm going to screw it up. I need to test it later on, though. If that's like a drift way to take a turn. Screw it! Yeah, it is. All right, yes, I need to do that a bit more. There we go.
Not terrible.
All right, that was so cool.
Is that all, or did I accidentally press a button? Because she's like, not terrible. It says drive to the stadium, but, you know, I kind of like doing these races. I want to get to my car. Where is it? Here it is. See, the key to victory, ladies and gentlemen, in life, video games, or anything, is just smash into your competition and take shortcuts. If you do that, you'll be okay. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is all I have for you guys in this episode. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your continued support of this series. Stay tuned for the next episode, where we'll be doing more races. Of course, there's a couple more we have to do. And wow, we're almost... This looks like it has room for 8 missions. We're on the 6th one, so we're getting close to being done with Bart already here. So there's some side stuff I would like to do that we've been kind of putting off, like getting all the cars and stuff like that. So stay tuned. We're going to keep doing that and then continue on with the story. I believe Lisa's missions are after Bart's. And it's, again, a whole different part of Springfield. You know, lots of really cool stuff. And I'm going to get hit and run here. So to avoid such a thing, we're going to go through the car wash. Which, we need to get on top of that. How do I even get up there? Can I just jump up? If I jump on top of my car, will I get on top of it there? Let's see. Oh, all right. Hit my head off that. Huh. I'm sure there's got to be a way. I'm just not sure of the... Oh, wait a minute here. Wait a minute here. Oh, wait a minute. You can't get... Oh, wait, we go this way. Aha. Oh, I went over it. It's hard to see from that particular perspective. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this, but this is the only way that I'm seeing. Here we go. Oh, there we go. That's pretty cool. Big Butt Skinner, the weather balloon. That was awesome. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys all enjoyed. I'm trying to turn around here. This episode of the Simpsons Hit and Run playthrough. If you did, please drop a rating. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.